The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Super.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, Gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Merlin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
Where's me
I'll
cutlass?
follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Luminson's backyard. And that is to say naught of the internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Luminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. So those are the three grand companies. Seven, this is Menfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the grand companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. All right. Before we head back, though, we're gonna turn in this little quest. Goes over here. There it is. It's over yonder. There is an ounce of compassion in you, friend. I beg of you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade, for I am none other than Jandalane, Could this be? Yes, I could feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Be gone, foul demon! And so I ask, how do you feel, madam? It's as if but a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else do you explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. You are the esthetician. In the flesh, madame, I am Jandalane, crafter of coiffures, so divine that Menfini herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madame, for where a moment ago stood a fashion challenge frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. Goodbye. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. You're a nut, Seven. Thanks, Polly. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threaten to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. Oopa? As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall arise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. Now, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn-room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jandalane shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. Oh, Master Jandalane, do come back. I've not made my next appointment. He's got a little bit of flair. A little bit. Okay. You do too? No, I was representing him. He's got the flair. Yeah. You have befriended Jandalane. By using the crystal bell found in your inn room, you can call upon the services of the flamboyant esthetician. Mm-hmm. From hairstyle and color to face paint, he can create a new look for you for a mere 2,000 gil. Whenever you feel like a change, Jandalane is your man. All right. We did that. Now, we go back to the Waking Sands. What are you up to in game, Polly? Get in any trouble? How'd that roulette go? Much yet we shall see. Bit of leveling and a 50, 60, 70. Well, good. Go as healing. May get on the beans today. Very cool. All as the summoner, really. I don't think I've seen you play summoner yet. Welcome back, Seven. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your servicers are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Seven. 60-something now. Nice. How many more classes do you have to level up? You must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Quite a few. Yeah, you focus a lot more on crafting and stuff than you do leveling up all the other classes.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep.
Only 390s, really. Well, battle classes, right? I'm sure you have all the crafter classes leveled up. Gatherers.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Sure, you've been leveling up your bean too. How far are you on that? You have all the craft gatherers and crafters maxed.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The
Oh, wow.
so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
70 already. And mid-level on crafters. Oh, you're leveling the crafters and gatherers on bean too? Nice. Tabby bean.
As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Oh, yes.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Eorzea, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
All right, we got to make a decision. Kind of wish there was a red and gold one. Hmm. 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 There's no real difference between joining any of them. But since we're leveling a Lancer and a Conjurer who both have to go back to Gridania, at least teleport wise, might be more efficient for us just to go with the Serpent. And it is one of our channel colors. And we're also leveling a Gladiator who's in Ul'dah, which would line up with the Flame Officer, but we don't have any of our colors. And then there's the Storm Officer for Limsa. We don't have any classes we're leveling over there. So it'd be kind of nice to do Serpent Officer, because then we can just hit our return, because we have Gridania set as our home. Twin adders! I'm thinking twin adders. Just, it'll be more efficient that way. It is one of our channel colors. I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? Sound like a contestant who wants to be a millionaire? I mean, I do want to be a millionaire. You've chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. You need to phone a friend. That's what I have chat for. That's what I have you guys for. I'm phoning you right now. I dare say you know it well from your wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personnel officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you brother. Well, about brother, you know. Okay, believe that. And just because, you know, we're going to be part of an organization that has a yellow outfit does not make us yellow bellies. Okay. We've got courage. We just learned about courage because we're a Lancer. True courage. So, yeah. So go ahead and go back there and talk to the Twin Adders. See what they need us to do. I believe they're over here. Personnel officer. You all come to Adder's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the Elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. My name's 7-4. I believe you are expecting me. Opa. Ah, the great adventurer himself. Yes, our recruitment officer sent word that you were on your way. It is a pleasure and an honor both to welcome you to our ranks, friend. Now, let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir. What is it? Report. An urgent message from Eorzea Spire, sir. A Highwind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of Nine Ivies. Nine Ivies? Gods, this could not have come at the worst time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield, dealing with the issue. Then, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down to dangerously close to Guardian-occupied territory. Please make all haste to the area southeast of Nine Ivies. Locate the airship and ascertain the status of the passengers. Super. So, have we been there? Yeah. Alright, so we'll do that. Doop. Oh, we can unlock that now. We'll do that later. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ollie, when do I get him out? My little legs are tired. Soon? I mean, I hope so. Boing. Of course, there's a bunch of duders out here. Have at thee.